Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. For today's video, we're going to be diving into some Ethereum analysis because it's been a long time since I've talked about this chart. Right now, I see a lot of people on Twitter, I see a lot of people everywhere claiming for new lows, calling Ethereum to $300, and it's just getting really outlandish. Some of the things that people are talking about just are really emotional, irrational decisions, and I wanted to share with you guys why I strongly believe that we're about to see a big push inside of Ethereum, as well as the rest of the cryptocurrency markets out there, and why if you guys position yourself right now, you have an opportunity of really making a lot of profit over the next couple months. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to the channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the Discord server of over 20,000 members and growing. Links are provided for you in the description for the people that want to sign up and join my community. On top of that, if you're new, just getting into these markets, maybe you made a lot of mistakes inside of the sell-off, you guys can also download my free ebook and beginner's guide to cryptocurrency that I know is going to help you guys out tremendously because it's that exact information that really saved me and made me become profitable inside of these markets. So go ahead, check it out. Links are in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at Ethereum, and I really wanted to spend some time to talk about this because it's really important that we know what's going to happen with Ethereum, because if Ethereum can't hold support, that's really going to be detrimental to the majority of the other alts out there. It's going to be showing a lot of weakness in times where most likely Bitcoin will bounce, but I mean, all in all, I do believe that the bottom is in and we will start to see Ethereum go back on the upside. And I'll explain why from a technical perspective. So first things first, let's drop it in here to a daily time frame. And I just wanted to analyze the Elliott wave count for you guys because this is something that's really important to understand here. Now, the reason why I believe that this bottom is in for at least the short term is because we've already seen our 5 impulse waves down. We've already seen those. Now keep in mind that 5 barely even, I mean, it really didn't even break below 3, which tells me that there was even more buy support here than some markets might lead you to believe. Like some of these altcoins, you know, they'll make a big 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this 5 wave will just drop equally as hard as the 3. Whenever you can see a 5 wave that doesn't really break support of this 3, that shows that there's a lot more buyers stepping into the market. And so because of that, it makes me feel a little bit more confident with Ethereum. I'm not so bearish at these lows, even though, you know, it is selling down some more. A lot of people are freaking out. A lot of people are worried, but this is just what's going to happen anytime you're in the market cycle where we're experiencing a lot of chop. The markets aren't really sure what way they're going to go. You're going to see a lot of ranging between ups and downs inside of a range high and low. And this is just the way it goes. Most people are going to get chopped up in those times. Now, because we've already seen 5 impulse waves, really what I'm watching for here is a couple scenarios. Scenario 1, and this is my primary, this is a 1 wave impulse. We'll get a wave 3, and then we'll get one more final 5 wave up, close to about $3,500 per ETH. That's going to be what I'm watching for here, and this is just what I think is going to be the likely scenario. And so I'm going to continue to see what really plays out from here. The other scenario is that this could be an ABC back up. ABC, which if this is an ABC backup, I would not expect us to break above this resistance here at about 2,800 approximately. In my opinion, that would be much too big of a resistance, and then we'd end up falling, and most likely we'd end up falling all the way back down here to about $1,200. And so that's really what I'm going to be watching out for from here. So keep in mind, guys, that if this is an ABC up, I don't think it's going to break above 2,800, and then what would follow after that would be something like this. A 5 wave impulse back down, and that would basically just complete a big picture ABC correction. ABC, right? It would be something along the lines of that. So that's one scenario, but my primary scenario is that we're going to end up seeing something like this, where this is a 1 wave impulse. We'll get a 3 up to here, and then we'll get one more 5 upwards of 3,750. And then from this point, you know, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. We have a pretty strong level here at about 2,800. You know, obviously, if we can hold above this level here, that's what's ultimately going to continue us into new all-time highs. But there is also a scenario that I see fit where we end up just coming back down for another 5 impulses, all the way back down to pretty much this support level, the main support that we had already. So let's remove this one down here. Something like this. This move right here past this resistance at 28 would act as somewhat of a deviation. A lot of people would get really hopeful in this time, but then we'd end up just falling all the way back down. And I'll explain to you guys why I think that this is a scenario that is likely that we could see play out. So let's go back into the last cycle and let's take the chart from over here to here. Let's take this blow off top. So when we can actually come in here and overlay what we saw in that last cycle, this is kind of what I'm talking about here. This is what I mean when I say that I think that we could actually rally back up pretty high before coming back down to still retest those range lows. And it's very much the same as what we saw here in the last cycle. Now, I'm going to draw this as my top being January because that's where I've always said, end of the year sell-off. But guys, this is really what I'm going to be watching out for. And what we ended up seeing here was just your classic impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, right? We got 5 impulse waves back up near to that all-time high, and then we ended up correcting back down, right? And then that's when we see this little A, B, C. We almost went all the way back down to retest that basic range low. And so this was a time in Ethereum's market cycle where this was actually wave 4 of its Elliott wave impulse. And so what you guys are going to understand if you understand Elliott wave theory is inside of a 4-wave correction, what you're generally going to see, and not generally, that's just this is just something that happens inside of a 4-wave, but you'll see triangles. Triangle corrections happen inside of a 4-wave in Elliott wave theory. And this is the exact same wave as what we saw back here in the early days of ETH. And if I actually come over here, let's go take a look at ETH in the last cycle, and I'll share with you guys the Elliott wave count that I'm actually talking about. So what I'm talking about here is it starts right here. So this was wave 1 in ETH, and then wave 3 and 4 was this, right? This was wave 3, and then this is wave 4. So in wave 4, this is where we get this choppy up and down action. And then that's what ultimately led us into our final blow off top to close out that bull run, right? And so it's in wave 3 and wave 4 that you're oftentimes going to see these triangles. It's just choppy up and down. And keep in mind, guys, I was here throughout this period of time, and I remember how volatile it was. I mean, we had this massive upswing inside of ETH. I don't remember exactly what it was, about 185%. And then from the top of that, it corrected, another 50% back down. And so these are the type of moves that we should expect to see inside of a market that's gone parabolic. It's going to be really choppy. It's going to be up and down. But the best that we understand that this is what happens, the more profitable that we'll be. Because we're going to understand that, there's no reason to get too fearful right now. We just broke the all-time highs of the previous cycle. All of this consolidation is literally just going to be what ends up taking us into new all-time highs. And guys, this is pretty much what I think is going to be playing out. Now, you guys already know I've had the target for ETH at 20K forever. Since ETH was below $200, I've been calling for a $20,000 Ethereum. And my trading plan has not changed at all. Now, I don't know how crazy this 5-wave is going to get. Keep in mind, guys, that once again, I'm not going to be selling based off of the price targets. I'm going to be selling based off of the time frames. And so whatever the price is closer towards the end of the year, or let's say that we start seeing the market do this type of upwards moving, at that point, I'm just going to sell, get out of the market. I've made enough money over this cycle. I don't need to get too greedy and sell the exact top. And I don't care about that. And I think that this is the big thing that people need to understand right now. What we're getting ready for is, right now we're just going to be in the chop for the next couple months. But what we're gearing up for is going to be the final rally of this entire bull run. And so because this is going to be the final rally, nobody's going to know exactly where the top is going to be. Nobody knows exactly how high it's going to be or anything like that. And so once we start seeing us break and make new all-time highs, I think the best thing that we can do for ourselves is simply just take profits, take large profits, sell out of our long-term holds, and look to hold cash and not even look to jump back into crypto, guys. Because the thing that you guys need to understand is bear markets inside of cryptocurrency last almost exactly 1 year duration. And I'll prove it to you guys right here. So ETH topped at about January the 7th, 2018, right? So 1 year from that point is going to be taking us to January of 2019. So we're going to go to the 7th. See, this is almost exactly the bottom of the cycle, almost exactly the top and almost exactly the bottom. So what we can see here is, generally speaking, bear markets last 1 year in duration. I've been sharing with you guys that forever and ever. And so once we do actually get this cycle top, you're not going to be you don't want to get super heavy into trying to jump back into the market, because that's honestly just a way to get wrecked. What you guys are going to have to understand, and what you will learn, whether you listen to me or whether you make the mistakes inside of the bear market, when the market starts dipping, it dips a lot more than you can expect. I mean, ETH went down like 94% from high to low. Because of that, it's the whole reason I've had this 20K price target to begin with. And so if we do top at 20K, you know, we should expect to see somewhat of a correction like we saw with Bitcoin's last bear market, about 85%. I don't believe that we're going to see Ethereum correct 90%. And the reason I believe it corrected 94% in this sell-off was merely because of the fact this entire bull run was built around speculation and the ICO craze, which, you know, this bull run is too, but nowadays there's a lot more going for crypto than there ever has been. And so because there's more money in Ethereum as a whole, I don't believe that it's going to end up having the exact same type of a move. I think that it's going to be a little bit different. I think it would end up bottoming, you know, closer to an 85% correction. I don't think we're going to have to actually hit that 90% mark. But guys, this is kind of just what I'm going to be watching out for to close out this year. I still think we're going to get some chop. Be prepared that when this happens, be prepared that if we see a lot of upside over the next month, understand that maybe you should hedge yourself, take some profits, maybe open a couple shorts if you have stop losses and know what you're doing. And you could actually make a little bit of profit and just accumulate even more crypto throughout this time. Because yes, it's going to be choppy. Yes, it's going to be volatile. But choppy and volatile can be very profitable at the same time. And it's really in the corrective phases where altcoins oftentimes run. We see Bitcoin do its thing. Mainly, you know, when Bitcoin's correcting, we'll see altcoins start to move. And we've actually seen that. As Bitcoin's gone sideways over the last couple months, we've seen many altcoins start to run. You know, I think the bottom's going to be in for Bitcoin. We're going to see this big upswing, you know, across the board on all of the markets. And so this is really going to set the stage for, you know, some pretty choppy price action to close out the year. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you found value in this, always remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. If you guys would like to join my Discord server, or you guys would like to download my ebook, links are provided for you in the description for that. You guys can also go ahead and sign up for my video course on signals. Links are provided for you in the description to go to my website and download that. Thank you guys so much for watching. And with all that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. As always, peace out.